Seattle. Prelims have just ended. They're about to kind of start the main event. And I got to say, holy snap, 7 out of 7 finishes. Impressive performance with all the fighters. And yeah, it's extremely unpredictable card what's going on. I mean, look, you got Modesta defeating Rafael Sekera via first round knockout. Impressive victory, I have to say. Modesta looks very tentative against his opponent, but he's been looking good in that fight. Sekera, I feel it's one of those things for Zakaria. It might be the end of his UFC career. I don't know if the UFC is going to give him another shot. Yeah, the starting odds, Modesta was a minus 270. Zakaria was a plus 222. Knocked him in the first round. I think the odds of a knockout were roughly around maybe like a plus 800, 700, which was amazing. Got it done. Like I said, 7 out of 7 finishes. We are recapping UFC Seattle. We then had Rizabov defeats Eric McConaughey and McConaughey. And I have to say, I mean, look, that first round, it was interesting, right? Rizabov came in at a minus 265, favored McConaughey at a plus 265. Sorry, a minus 265, plus 265. And in the second round, Ruzabov got it done. His length was just the deciding factor. And, it looked like a welterweight was fighting a middleweight. It was very interesting how things were kind of flowing in that fight. But yeah, Ruzabov got it done. We're recapping UFC Seattle, 7 out of 7 finishes. Austin Vanderford, Paige Van Zant's husband defeats Nikolai Vertiganov, and I gotta say, like, wow, this fight was even going into the first round, and Vanderwolf, just his impressive wrestling was there. His takedown ability, his ground and pound, everything was there. The pressure was just too much for him, and even at the end, Nikolai got frustrated and he went to punch the guy, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Why are you punching that man? Where was this energy when you were getting pounded on the ground? So, like, it is what it is. Vanderford got it done via TKO, but Nikolai, this might be his last fight in the UFC after a performance like that. Remnants of Paul Daly versus Koscheck. After the fight was done, Koscheck went to punch Paul Daly, busted his nose. My boy was like leaking what the boys called he was eating a little bit of strawberries. It is what it is. A dominating performance by Vanderwolf. Then, I mean, the real sleeper is Ricky Simone defeats Javed Bashar via first round KO, and it looked like Bashar was having so much success with the range. He was, playing a little bit with them, but Ricky Simone at the beginning of the first bell, he just came after. He just kept utilizing that overhand right. He was actually very impressive, very aggressive. Um, I thought he could have got a knee, but going into the last 2 minutes, that bad intention over right hand lands, knocks him out flush. And I mean, look, he was a plus 165 favorite. Simone Bashar was a minus 260. Bashar is now officially coming off 2 losses versus Simone breaks his 3 fight losing streak. And the thing is, Simone has been fighting very good fighters, right? Both of them have, but Bashar hasn't beaten that top 20 caliber. Whereas Ricky Simone has, Ricky Simone has a win against what's my man's name over here, Marab, and he is the champion. So it is impressive what he's doing. We're recapping the 7 fights of the prelims. Main card is about to start. We also got Mansour Abdul Malik defeats Nick Klein. He came in at a minus 1200. My man was shivering, was shaking at the boots. I gotta say that was a close first round. It ended up dropping the odds. Nick Klein landed a spinning elbow, kind of wobbled Abdul Malik. Odds went from minus 200 to all the way minus 1200 all the way to minus 200. It was a little bit scary, right? If you hold the parlay with my man Abdul, it was looking shaky. But listen, came in second round happens. Cornerman tells him we've been practicing for this. Abdul Malik got it done. The pressure was too much. Klein did very well. He just needs to work on his striking ability a little bit more. He will be there, but Abdullah just has that fu power that he connects, he wobbles them. Menefield and what do you call it? Walker's about to start, but let's just kind of cap two more fights that happen. Let's do Costa versus Philly. Costa wins by first round submission. Philly, both fighters having very good success, I would have to say. The only thing that I didn't like was that Philly gave his neck to Costa after gave him a take. What do you call it? Kicked him. Costa went down. Philly came rushing at him. I was like, what do we? And that's fine, but don't give him your neck. So Philly gave him the neck. Hometown advantage boy lost it. He started squeezing. He thought he was safe, and all of a sudden, tap tap. So yeah, I mean, look, there's lessons learned there in Philly. Philly's a great fighter, having fought Holloway over a decade ago. People don't remember that. Um, Great fighter, great odds. Then to finalize the prelims for UFC Seattle, we got Kuteleva but defeats Aslan first round submission. Honestly, none of you MFers thought that was going to be possible. I did it. So me and Roy, one of the things we've been speaking about is that I was telling Kutaleba had more patience. He's with Extreme Couture, he's with that Sean Strickland camp, and he's discovering more patience in him. My boy got it done. He was still wild. I'm not gonna lie. Alzin is Turkish power is real, but damn, Kutaleba got it done. I mean, no real reason to kind of feel sad about it. Brother got it done. Kutaleba came at us at a plus 180 when Azam was a minus 205. And yeah, basically that's the recap for UFC Seattle. If you're tuning in, feel free to subscribe. Let's go check out the main card. Peace. My boy is saying Kutaleba had to wrestle in this one. I just didn't trust him enough. My boy got it done. My boy was wrestling. My boy said, but he was wilding. My boy was wild and throwing an overhand right. So, boy, what are we doing over here? But listen, main card action. CMFers in a bit.